Hello friends, welcome to CEC Gurukul Live Lectures. Dear friends, this is a session on career counseling and we call it as a Pratibha Samvardhan because we believe in enhancing your skills so that you could have a better future ahead. But before having a better future, we need to work on ourselves as the examinations are nearest and the stress level is at its excellence, I would say, because we are fighting and coping with number of situations and problems. We need to score good, and in between we need to take care of ourselves too. So dear friends, today we are discussing on Pariksha Pe Samvad. We are going to discuss how you can maintain your cool and calm while preparing for the examination as your examinations are nearest. So dear friends, for this discussion we have with us in our studios Mrs. Anjali Kaushik. She is a career counselor, psychologist. She has immense experience. She keeps on interacting with the students and she always comes up with solutions so that she could give you a road ahead, a road to walk on. So let's welcome our guest Mrs. Anjali Kaushik once again, and let's try to have some tips through her so that examination, the fear of examination is eliminated within a minute, the minute you watch our lectures. So let's welcome our guest once again. Mrs. Kaushik, once again we would like to thank you. As today's topic is very, very important for each one of us, for all the students who are going to prepare and those who are going to appear for the examinations in some way or the other, whether it's a board examination or the examination of other kinds, whether it's entrance examinations. Some way or the other, the last minutes, the last hour seems to be very, very stressful because each one of us think, अभी तक तो कुछ पढ़ा नहीं, बहुत कुछ बाकी है, कैसे होगा? Now, how the examinations will be cracked, how the situation, the stressed situation will be solved. We need to have a kind of thought-provoking sessions. Each one of us at our levels are conducting various programs so that we can calm the students as well as we can calm the parents too, because stress level is at par at both the levels. So through you, we need to have more and more tips.
Totally. Exam stress is in the air, and this is the time when people are looking at exams, be it entrances. In the coming 2-3 months, you'll be facing entrances. College students are going to face semester exams, and board papers are around the corner. So it's the exam season, so to say. But yes, there are certain things you can take up, and you can avoid stress, anxiety, or any kind of pressure if you follow these practices, strategies, which we would definitely share with you today. So if we were to tell you about the strategies, Gitika ji, I would reinstate that it is important to follow the strategies regularly. So it should firstly be a pledge that I'm not sitting up and studying at the last moment. So if you are studying at the last moment, believe me, no psychologist, no counselor, nothing can help you. So last moment is the reason when stress really accumulates. So what needs to be done is you really need to plan the road ahead. So that roadmap has to be clear in your head, and this planning should begin from the year that you are looking for an examination by the end of the year. So what kind of strategies that you can take up? So of course, you can take it up even now. Both students do have a month in place. And if they follow these practices, I'm sure they will come out with flying colors. So what all can be done? For example, the first and the basic most thing is you need regularity. Times and again, teachers, parents keep on reaffirming the need to be regular in studies. But that is precisely what children forget. We are not regular when we are sitting down and studying. So one day you sit down, study for hours, and probably another week you lose touch. And once you lose touch, let me remind you, 40% of our learning that we learn today, and that's how our brain works, is simply washed out within a week's time. So if this much learning is washed out, you are left with just about 60%, and some may be left out with just about 30%. So 30 to 60% is gone. And therefore, if this is how you study at the last minute, it's not going to help you. Therefore, whatever you learn presently, try and revise it at a regular level. So do not, panic. It is important to retain the information by revising, pace out your sessions and make a regular time plan. So we can also say maintain regularity, maintain your time plan. So everybody talks about time management. We all believe in timetables and study plans. All of that is done on paper. When it actually comes to implementing, it's not really carried out. And therefore, it's important that if you really chalk out those 24 hours and the time that you take out for studying, I'm sure it's going to help you. So time management is important, and spacing out the study sessions in such a way that you're able to give time equally to all the subjects, not just the important ones or the less important ones, but I would suggest the ones that you find the most tough should be looked up at in the first few hours. So I would say therefore study regularly and manage your time regularly. The third thing I would say is make notes. Now students come up to us and they say, I have the notes. I have the notes from the reference books. I have the notes from the teacher. I have notes which my tutor gave me. So why do I need to make notes? But I tell them, until you apply your own brain to that particular topic, to that particular subject and that chapter, believe me, it is not really going to register that well as compared to when it comes from a tutor, a reference book or a teacher, or you probably just borrowed it from someone. So take out time, sit down, make your own notes for every chapter. So that's why I'm saying if you begin from the beginning of the year, it's going to really help. Last moment notes making is quite tough and may just be impossible too. So you make notes, and you can call these notes as mind maps. You might as well call them as cognitive maps, and they really help you. And Gitika ji, the best part is आप एक glance में notes को एक बार देखेंगे, आपका पूरा chapter it comes alive in your mind. So this is what notes is going to help you with. Last moment revision will simply be hardly take much time if you have these notes ready, right? So making notes is another thing. And then I would say practice. Lot of people and lot of students tell us we do practice, but then they are practicing with the tutor, or they are sitting down and just talking or probably just solving question papers, but that is not how you practice. You really need to time yourself properly and practice in that given time slot and see how much you're able to cover. So probably the last year's sample papers, check up the format, time yourself, ask your tutor to give you the mock exams, maybe your teacher to give you mock exams. These kind of things will help you practice. And I'll add here, all our experts who are there in the field, any expert that you call, be it cricket, be it a singer, they've been practicing for hours. It is said 10,000 hours if you give to any particular area, you become an expert in that area. So we're not asking you to give 10,000 hours to a subject, but you can give and you should give at least 100 hours to 150 to 200 hours to a subject. And believe it or not, you will see the difference and you'll see the confidence that will simply rise within you if you're giving that many hours to the subject. And therefore the importance of practicing. वो कहते हैं ना, विराट कोहली एक दिन में नहीं बनते हैं, रेगुलर प्रैक्टिस चाहिए, तब आप जा कर के इतने एक्सपर्ट बन पाएंगे. सो आपको एक साल में एक्सपर्ट तो नहीं बनना, यू डोंट ऑलवेज हैव टू बी द टॉपर, बट व्हाट यू नो from that particular subject, you should really be well versed with it, and that will come when you sit down and give practice. And when I say practice, it means you're giving those hours, right? So practicing is another important thing. Now once you have given yourself ample practice, I also would talk about giving yourself a positive visualization. हम क्या करते हैं कि हम ना डरते रहते हैं, एग्ज़ाम आ रहे हैं, पता नहीं क्या होगा, जेई का भी अगर एग्ज़ाम आ रहा है तो पता नहीं मैं क्रैक कर पाऊँगा कि नहीं, मेरा लिस्ट में नाम आएगा कि नहीं, मेरा बोर्ड का क्या रोल जो नंबर होगा उसमें क्या स्कोर दिखेगा, मेरी मार्कशीट में क्या नंबर आ जाएं. इनफैक्ट पेरेंट्स आर ऑल्सो टेलिंग You know, many a times they tell you, वो देखो पड़ोसी का शर्मा जी का बेटा है, उसके तो 95% आए हैं और तुम पढ़ते नहीं हो, तो तुम्हारा तो क्या ही होगा. एंड बड़े अच्छे अच्छे शब्द यूज़ करते हैं बच्चों को बोलने के लिए. सो बच्चा अगर अच्छा सोचना भी चाहे तो वो विजुलाइज कर ही नहीं पाता आउटकम पॉजिटिव, क्योंकि उसको कभी लोग बोल ही नहीं रहे कि तेरे साथ अच्छा हो जाएगा. मम्मी पापा कह रहे हैं पढ़ ले नहीं तो फेल हो जाएगा. सो बार बार फेल की बात आ रही है. ओ देन टीचर्स आर सेइंग पढ़ाई कराओ इसको, ही विल नॉट पास विद दिस काइंड ऑफ बिहेवियर इन स्कूल. So, what is repeatedly happening is that the child is being bombarded with the word fail, nalayak, fail, loser, kuch nahi karta. These are the bombardings that the child is being handling at his own level. So, the psyche is impacted with these words, and at subconscious level, he is absorbing these messages and these inputs. As a result, his behavior is impacted. And a lot of children come up to us and they say कि मैम पता नहीं हम पढ़ क्यों नहीं पा रहे. We are trying our best and we are still not able to study and not able to really learn. So when we talk to these children, we find that somewhere they really cannot imagine themselves doing positively in exams. And hence the stress when they will tell you that पता नहीं क्या होता है, when I start writing the paper, I forget. However, that is exam anxiety, and you might require therapy for such extreme levels of anxiety. But otherwise also, children face a lot of problem in learning. And this is one of the reasons. So, you have to visualize a positive outcome. हमारी वो जो famous movie है, if you remember, Amir Khan ji ki, which is called the famous quote where all is well, the Three Idiots. So, all is well अपने आप को समझाना है, अपने मम्मी पापा को भी समझाना है, और टीचर्स समझ जाएंगे विद सम टाइम. व्हेन यू स्टार्ट बिलीविंग दैट ऑल इज़ वेल एंड ऑल विल बी वेल, इफ़ यू आर स्टडिंग रेगुलरली फर्स्ट, and if you are managing your time regularly second, and thirdly you're practicing well. If you're doing these three basic things right from the very start, believe me, you will be able to visualize a positive outcome. और जब आप ये positive outcome visualize कर पाओगे, आप सो पाओगे. There are a lot of children who tell us पता नहीं मैम नींद नहीं आती, या नींद बहुत ज़्यादा आती है, पढ़ नहीं पाते. So what is happening to the sleep cycle? The sleep cycle has been affected because either the brain is fearing exams or it has gone into a defensive mode where it doesn't want to face and confront the exam situation. And therefore, I always tell, it's very important to repeat to yourself that all is well and all is going to be well too. So, sleep is important, and therefore ensure you're not sleeping too much and neither are you sleeping too less. So, approximately 5 to 6 to sometimes 8 hours of sleep is more than enough. Yeah. So, the next thing I would talk of is nutrition. न्यूट्रिशन पे बात करें तो ख़त्म ही ना हो. एक्चुअल में इस जनरेशन को बहुत जानने की ज़रूरत है दैट न्यूट्रिशन का पूरा इम्पैक्ट आपके माइंड पे आ रहा है, आपकी साइकी पे आ रहा है, आपकी लर्निंग, कॉन्सेंट्रेशन, मेमोरी, रिटेंशन, एंड व्हाट यू विल बी एबल टू राइट ऑन पेपर. इफ़ यू वर टू आस्क मी, 50% आपका खान पान पे डिपेंड करता है. सो इफ़ यू आर ईटिंग पिज़्ज़ा, पास्ता, caffeine, chocolates, cold drinks, all the junk food that you can name, and momos mainly. So, your brain levels are working not at very good levels. They are not working optimally. They are going to work at a level where your anxiety is increased. Highly sugary foods or highly greasy foods that you are eating is adding to the lethargy in your body, is adding to the sluggishness in your brain, and your learning, your memory, your retention, all of that is affected. तो जहाँ एक बच्चा 1 घंटे में लर्न करता है, यदि अपना खान पान चेंज करे and he starts more of healthy foods. अब healthy भी it's a very big word. if you were to ask me, the precise word would be सात्विक भोजन यदि स्टार्ट कर दे तो आप देखेंगे डिफरेंस उसकी लर्निंग में, उसकी मेमोरी कितनी इम्प्रूव होती है, एंड द कॉन्सेंट्रेशन विद विच ही इज़ एबल टू स्टडी. वो 1 घंटे में जो लर्न करता था वो 15 मिनट्स से 20 मिनट्स में लर्न कर पाएगा. वी हैव done this with countless students and we've seen drastic difference in their learning abilities and memory and retention and how alert they feel. So I believe nutrition is extremely important when you're talking about learning. So once that is done, therefore you also have to have a positive mindset and you will say that yes, all is well and I'm going to do well. You also require another fixed hour or a few minutes daily for exercising. हम बच्चा लोग मतलब हमारे बच्चे लोग जो हैं वो एक्सरसाइज के लिए टाइम नहीं निकाल रहे हैं. They are in the bed studying and that is not how you can study. So if you are in a way where you are very comfortable and you are feeling you're not really sitting upright in a chair or on the floor, believe me, your learning is again affected. तो आपको लर्निंग को ऑप्टिमाइज करने के लिए एक्सरसाइज करना है, प्रॉपर पोस्चर में बैठना है, रिलैक्सेशन टेक्निक्स जिसको कई बार हम डीप ब्रीदिंग के फॉर्म में भी कर सकते हैं, ऐसी एक्सरसाइजिंग रोज़ करनी है. क्या होगा उससे, आपके अंदर यदि टेंशन थोड़ी माउंट हो भी रही है, सो यू विल बी एबल टू डिसिपेट द टेंशन ईजिली और आपको खुद को काम लगेगा. टेंशन आएगी because you know there are two types of stress we say. One is eustress and the other is distress. थोड़ा सा स्ट्रेस होना ज़रूरी है, अदरवाइज़ आप उठेंगे नहीं और पढ़ने भी नहीं जाएंगे बिकॉज टेंशन की कोई बात ही नहीं है, पढ़ने की भी मुझे ज़रूरत नहीं. सो देर इज़ रिक्वायर्ड a certain amount of stress for you to actually get up and sit down and put effort towards studying and putting efforts towards scoring good marks. But वो स्ट्रेस डिस्ट्रेस में ना बन जाए, इतना ना बन जाए कि इट हैम्पर्स आर फंक्शनिंग एंड आर लर्निंग. इस पर हमें ध्यान देना है. सो एक्सरसाइजिंग ज़रूरी है, पॉजिटिव माइंडसेट ज़रूरी है, और जिस दिन एग्ज़ाम का दिन हो तब तक आते आते इतनी टेंशन की नौबत यदि आप ये करेंगे आएगी नहीं. जब एग्ज़ाम का दिन आए, आपने कभी देखा होगा व्हेन स्टूडेंट्स आर गोइंग फॉर द बोर्ड पेपर्स, यू शुड सी आउटसाइड द सेंटर. सुबह सुबह आप देखेंगे मम्मी दही में चीनी डाल के बच्चे को एंट्रेंस पे खिला रही होती हैं. देन सब ने तिलक लगाए होते हैं और सब सुबह सुबह बुक्स लेकर के खड़े होते हैं. एंड लास्ट मोमेंट तक दे आर आस्किंग क्वेश्चंस. ये वाला क्वेश्चन का आंसर बता दो, मुझे उसका बता दो, उसमें क्या करते हैं. लास्ट मोमेंट तक भी ये टेंशन छोड़ती नहीं है पीछे. एंड आई स्ट्रांगली सजेस्ट टू चिल्ड्रन, एक दिन पहले बोर्ड पेपर से एक दिन पहले कुछ भी नया नहीं पढ़ना है, कुछ भी न्यू क्वेश्चंस भी नहीं पूछना है. जो आपने नोट्स बना लिए उन्हीं पर नज़र डाल लो और उसको आप जब देखोगे it will review the whole topic to you in one glance. And no further talking, no further discussions which will aggravate your own anxiety, if at all, if there is. So I believe exam day पे time से जाएं, वहाँ पहुँचकर आराम से बैठें, ज़्यादा लोगों से बात नहीं करें. जितना आप लोगों से बात कर रहे हैं, you are carrying on and you are absorbing their anxieties and their nervousness. So keep your energy safeguarded, keep it to yourself, and that is how it's going to help you.
And that is the power of positivity.
That is totally the power of positivity. आप बैठें, एग्ज़ाम हॉल में आएँ, deep breathing करें, recall your God, recall your whatever you believe in, universal power that you believe in, and breathe deep and tell yourself that you will do very well. ऑल इज़ वेल वाला जो फंडा है वो हर किसी को बताने की ज़रूरत है. आई विल डू वेल एंड आई बिलीव इट्स नॉट जस्ट अबाउट बीइंग अ टॉपर. यू हैव टू डू योर बेस्ट एंड इट्स अ प्लेज विच आई बिलीव एवरी चाइल्ड शुड टेक, दैट यू शुड बी एबल टू डू योर ऑप्टिमल बेस्ट. हम सारी दुनिया हम टॉपर्स नहीं बन सकते, पर वट एवर माई पोटेंशियल इज़, मैं उस पोटेंशियल को अचीव करूँगा. मैं अपना बेस्ट परफॉर्म करूँगा. That is what a child should be aiming for, a student should be aiming for when they go up for any kind of exam. So आप रिव्यू भी अच्छे से करके आएंगे और आप अपने आप को सेलिब्रेट भी करेंगे that yes, I have really worked hard for the paper and I am relaxed that yes, things are going to come well. So this is what I would say.
And this is very, very important when you talk to your own self and ask questions, and you'll get answers from your own self that what is right and what is wrong. Yes, it is important to study throughout the year. If you have studied throughout the year, then the last minute stress which panics you, it will not happen.
Definitely.
But the problem is when we face a situation, then we realize what is being said is not for wrong, it is for good. Yes. Parents or the teachers or your friends keep on pressurizing you, study from the year beginning, but we tend to believe no, we'll do it in the later half or when examination appears. But the scenario completely is different when we actually face that situation, and it happens with each one of us. It might have happened with the people who have scored good or who haven't scored good, but yes, the situation is the same. Now, as in the beginning you said yourself, preparing and making notes is very important. What you said, I'm just adding to it, whatever is written, जो आप अपने हाथ से लिखते हैं वो आप कभी भूलते नहीं हैं. ये हमेशा ऐसा कहा जाता है कि जो भी आपने लिखा वो हमेशा आपके दिमाग में बैठ जाता है. And when it is inside your mind, when you revise, then you realize ये तो मैंने पढ़ा हुआ है, ये तो मुझे आता है. That's why making notes is so important. Some students have this habit of making the flow charts. For example, they are learning about, if I say, if they're student of history and learning dates in history, sometimes very, very difficult. Which king has come, what was his reign, what was his period. Now when the child makes the notes or when makes the flow chart of certain things, whether it is sciences also, sometimes with the help, we don't need to learn the entire thing. With the help of the diagrams, because we have habit of making diagrams or the flow charts, your task becomes easier. You need not to learn. And because you have made those notes, you have made those flow charts, the graphs, at the end when you go through it, you feel मुझे तो आता है.
Exactly. So that's what I tell students too. आप जब अपने हाथों से उस पूरे चैप्टर का एक summary बनाओगे, it can be called a summary, you can call it a flow chart, you can call it a mind map, whatever you call it, it's a quick go through for that topic. You need not open the book anymore. And that quick one glance, 5 minute, 10 minute, 15 minute is enough for you to cover the whole chapter. And best part, Gitika ji, is you have learnt it. Not just because you did it, it actually is registered in your mind. Because वो आपने बनाया, tutor ने नहीं बनाया. He did not apply the brain this time to that particular topic. When you apply your senses, so it's called a multi-sensory approach. So you're looking, you're writing, you might as well be speaking. So it's a multi-sensory approach to learning. As a result, your memory is definitely maximum. You easily memorize when you do such.
And other aspect of writing, not only you learn what you have learned, what you have read, but also when you write paper, you have developed that skill of writing. Yes. Because many students, they are good learners, but they are not good performers. They are not able to write when they're writing for the examination. It becomes very difficult for them because they are not in the habit of writing. So when you make notes, you develop the skill also, how to write.
Writing. And I always say there are 3 types of learners majorly. या तो visual है, auditory है या kinesthetic learner है. कुछ लोगों को लिख कर याद होता है, कुछ को सुनकर और कुछ को देख कर. तो आप जो भी लर्नर हो, इस वे में आपको कहीं ना कहीं learning ज़रूर taken care of है. And I also add on here, while you make these notes, I would suggest have some peer tutoring happen. अगर आप लोग अपने friends के साथ मिलकर learn कर पाओ. So what I suggest is, tell your friend to prepare one chapter and you prepare the other. And both go and make notes, exchange it with each other. And so that you explain it to her, she explains it to you. And by the next time, the next day maybe, you again swap the chapters. आप दोनों की learning हो जाएगी, आपके 2 दिन में 2 chapters cover हो जाएंगे. And when you teach somebody else, your learning is further enhanced.
Exactly, very true.
So peer tutoring, learning by making notes, practicing regularly, giving time for self study. सबसे बड़ी बात यह है कि आजकल पेरेंट्स भी ये सोचते हैं मैंने बच्चे को ट्यूटर के पास भेज दिया वो पढ़ लेगा, बट हम ये शायद रियलाइज़ ही नहीं कर रहे दैट ट्यूशन्स जो बच्चा जा रहा है क्या वो सच में पढ़ रहा है, इज सेल्फ स्टडी हैपनिंग देयर. सो वी नीड टू फोकस नॉट जस्ट ऑन द ट्यूशन्स बट whether or not child is giving time for self study. वो बहुत ज़रूरी है, बच्चे को रोज़ देने की ज़रूरत है.
And sometimes it is also important for parents to sit with their kids and with their children and let them know what the kids are doing. In fact, you can hear a chapter, you can just ask the questions so that it will help building the child's confidence. If child has narrated a story, for example, a chapter, the child's confidence level also develops.
Totally.
Whether we are working, whether we are not working, but we should always give 20 minutes or half an hour of a day so that a bond is developed between a child and a parent. Parent will also realize that my child is doing good, and that kind of pressure which parents used to put on the kid, that will also eliminate
it. Serves a dual purpose. It helps the parent and it also helps the child.
Because grooming parents is very important these days.
Parents is equally important.
Because parents are more panicked than sometimes child is confident what he or she is doing or what he or she will be doing. But as you yourself said, the parent has this, a trigger point when he or she hears the falana child has done this or the child has scored so much. Now the anxiety level increases. What will our child do? That is the end of the confidence within you which was developed by your child. No, I am going to do good, but because the question mark is raised by the parent only.
Totally true.
So each of one has to work. So dear friends, we believe that this session is appearing a fruitful session for you, and we believe that cracking examinations or the fear of the examinations would be eliminated after hearing us. We believe that we are there for you every time. We bring content for you like these, and we are going to upload this lecture on YouTube. If you have a kind of stress while dealing with the examination preparation, do watch us. Believe us, this will relieve you. So keep watching us and keep writing us. Thank you so much.